Hey, welcome everyone. Thanks for being with us today. Today I have Wanda Booth, Mastermind Maven. Welcome, Wanda.
Hi, thank you, Tim. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Hey, I've got to admit, you are the first Mastermind Maven I have interviewed during this process. I'm curious as to exactly what that is, and if you'd share a little bit about your background and how you came to be doing exactly what you're doing at this point.
Awesome, thank you. So first of all, I am a mastermind maven, which means I'm an expert on masterminds. And I go off for the book, if you've heard, Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill.
You
And
bet.
it's all about the principle of masterminding. And the principle of masterminding is gathering yourself with two or more people when you're all in harmony for a common goal. And a lot of us go through business teams or we're in groups together, all to be successful. However, what I do in a mastermind, we're deliberately making sure that everyone achieves their success and their goal as we learn together, collaborate together, and also share each other resources so we can all go further, faster, and smarter. And that's the biggest thing as far as being a mastermind. And so, Tim, when you asked me, how did I come up with that?
Yes,
Well,
yeah, I'm curious about your path, how you came to
how I
that.
came up with it, because like you said, a lot of people don't say mastermind maven. Yes, I love the art of people gathering together. I came through that because I spent 25 years in the military and I was in the Army for 25 years. Yes, I said 25 years.
Wow.
And I loved it. I love the mentors, the coaches, the training, preparing for missions. I love everything that we did in the military to be successful. But from that, when I got out of the Army and when I retired, that part didn't leave me, Tim. So I realized in the business world that the biggest thing that you want to continue having is mentors,
Mhm.
coaches, peers, and skills to be successful, right? So we have missions for our US, then we have missions now for your business. So I form a business called Insight Mastermind where I gather top-notch business owners who want to come together. We all have different skills, different abilities, different backgrounds, everything like I learned in the Army, but we come together also that everyone achieves and everyone wins in the mission of
So,
business success.
so if I'm understanding you right, then you are really a facilitator for folks with multiple skill sets. You bring that group together, you help them organize that, plan, help them bring focus to it, plan what that civilian now mission is, and help them accomplish that. Am I understanding that right?
Absolutely, that's exactly what I do. I help them focus, I help them plan, I help them be more strategic, but also make sure we're doing A, B, C, and D to go forward to achieve result. The biggest thing is the result, because I'll see a lot of people in business, but not really growing or not really receiving a win. And I want you to win.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, for sure. That's great.
I want you to
Hey, so
win. I like winners.
good for you. I'm with you. That's fabulous. Hey, so Wanda, I'm curious, do you work primarily with women or do you work with both women and men?
I work both with men and women, but primarily it is with women. Women tend to be more my client who I guess it's like that best fit that we talk about. And my best fit have always been strong-willed business women who are very overwhelmed, very busy, but they just need that really focused group. And they don't do really well with the other teams. So they give me a try and see if the mastermind concept, the mastermind art is good for them. And usually that's how we work it.
Yeah, fantastic. So I'm curious, Wanda, I've been talking with a lot of folks over the last month or so. I'm curious as to what impact COVID-19 has had on you and your clients, and what steps, what adjustments you folks have made.
Okay, so COVID-19, first and foremost, I really want to say my heart goes out to everyone. We are in this together. And I just have so much love and compassion right now, Tim. During this time, one, for me personally, I go with me personally, it caused me to really take a moment to breathe. I was way too busy. I was way too overcommitted and overexerted myself. And it got to a point in my time when if something was canceled or something was what you call rescheduled, I got happy about it. So to me, that was a sign. When you get
Yeah,
excited
that's
about
a
things,
telltale sign.
That's a sign, right? So
Yeah.
I felt that way. So this have gave me a time to just breathe. And that's what I call it. This is my time to breathe and refocus. Now for myself and my clients, what we've been taking this time to do is refocus on our vision. I'm all about vision to reality. So right now, everyone was busy, 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 but not really seeing a result. So while we have this pause moment, I say, okay, everyone, let's refocus. Let's take this time to look at our business vision. Let's look at our business model. Is it working? Because now we have to, and I'm sure you had to, Tim, adapt, change, adjust, or what's the new word? Pivot. Everyone, that's the new catchphrase, pivot, 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 shift, shift, shift. And we all had to do that. So now I was telling people, now let's bring out that business model, dust it off, and make sure what we're doing is working. And if it's not working, what can this new normal, as people are calling, or where we are now, can we add going forward, or that we need to take on or get some better ideas? Maybe some of the things we were doing wasn't working.
Yeah, fantastic. It's been fascinating to me in talking with folks over the last 30 days or so about the pleasant surprises of this. I'm with you. I found some things in my life that this has really been beneficial. It's forced me out of my comfort zone and to do some things that I never would have considered before. So I'm curious with your clients, are there ideas that they have shared with you, things that they've discovered along those lines that they said, I never would have done this, but it's been really good for me?
Yes, Tim, the number one I'm thinking about what we're doing now, video. That
You
is
bet.
the number one thing that all my clients are talking to me about is video and a social media. Because now you're not going out networking, or you're not going to prospect, or you're not going to, as you know, sharing your story with people one-on-one in all these groups. You're doing it on Zoom, or you're doing it on Uber, on I forgot the other platform. There's so many platforms, but I use Zoom the most.
Yes.
And everyone is doing that virtual everything. So people are feeling, how else can I get my word out there? So what we've been doing is focusing and learning about marketing. So how do you do Facebook Live? Even myself and my best friend and I are doing a little challenge that we was kind of challenging with in our mastermind. So we started a podcast, and it's silly. We don't talk about business. It's just us being us. And it's fun just to kind of shake it off and just be
It's good.
normal. And I'm loving it. We're having so much fun doing it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It's interesting to me too. I found that even though we're under stay-at-home orders, just
Mhm.
the idea of getting out a couple of times a day, getting some fresh air, walking, that sort of thing. I take it you and your clients are doing that as well, having some healthy habits, possibly focused around eating, exercise, sleep, that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
The best thing for me, really, Tim, about I still have children at home. I have older kids, so I have a
Mhm.
10th grader and a ninth grader at home.
Wow.
And for me, honestly, I'm enjoying spending time with them. I'm just gonna, because you know your kids, but I've always been busy. They're busy in sports, but now I'm actually, because we have that during the daytime, I'm hugging my daughter at noon. I'm actually asking her, how are you doing? Because she would be in school or I'd be at work, and we would have those from what time they get out. I'd be home around like 6, about 8 o'clock, 9, you're in bed. So you had like those 3 from dinner to bedtime hours. Now I have literally like 10 hours of
Wow.
intimate time to spend with my children. And then it gave them a time to slow down too, because I didn't realize as a parent, they were just as busy as I was. They were in sports, activities, doing group things, and our schedules just didn't allow us to focus. So it's also brought back the family time. And the walking, yes, as you can hear, my dog is in the background. I've been
I do
walking the
hear
dog more so. And I think he likes me home. He goes out twice a day now instead of
that.
like 1 at night. You're like, hurry up, come on, we gotta go to bed, we gotta eat dinner. Now we can scroll during the days.
That's fabulous. I really like that idea of slowing down, and that's a fairly consistent theme that I've heard from folks, is that it's allowed us all to take a breath and
Yeah.
to just really focus on things that are more important than a lot of the busyness that we had before. So as we kind of wrap up here, Wanda, I'm curious, are there any kind of final words of advice that you would give, that you've shared with your clients, that you would give to folks listening today?
Yes. So here's what my final advice to everyone. Let me look. One, your vision. Go back, and I mentioned it earlier. everything that you wanted to do, this is a time to really close your eyes. Like, seriously, I am so serious. Close your eyes, breathe, and think back of the purpose of what you do for work, what you do with your time. Your time is so valuable. So we need to really focus on that again. Also, look at the way you can help someone. Because I've noticed also, Tim, that this is a time for sharing your skill set.
You bet.
So look at what you're good at, look at who needs help, and reach out and help someone, because not everyone is equally playing field far as the reaction to COVID-19 and this pause, as some people will say we're in. Some people are struggling financially. Like, I stay at home, I work from home, so I have a little bit more flexibility than someone that were at home and then maybe lost their job or were furloughed. So we have to really look at those skills and relax and just listen to other people with compassion.
Fantastic. Hey, Wanda, thanks so much. Really enjoyed visiting with you. Say hi to your dog for me.
I will.
Okay,
Chant will be
good
so
deal.
happy.
All righty, thanks. You take
Thank
care.
you so much.